Good evening, everybody. It's 8:51 p.m. Eastern Standard, and it's 65 degrees outside. Well, today the Indiana State Police went back to Jamie Noel's house with, I guess you call it CSI or something. They carry a bunch of expensive suits out. They're not cheap suits that he used the credit card for, those thousands, anywhere from thousands to $5,000 suits. It happened, I guess, after lunch, something like that. Public safety was there. So was another guy, John. I think that's his name. He's from Charlestown. And like I said, you have to watch public safety. He's there video it live there. And state police is there, and they had their SUV loading up their those high price suits that I say the taxpayers paid for, because it was used was, you look at fire department's money, New Chapel Ambulance Service money. So yeah, it's your people's money. If it be on the news tonight, I don't know. There's going to be more people getting arrested. I saw on one of the TV stations, they found 26 of those storage trailers somewhere in Indiana. But there's more of those trailers, or sheds or whatever you want to call them, at the Clark County firing range there by 4-H Fairgrounds on Highway 62. Have they looked at those trailers yet, the Indiana State Police? That's the question. Man, if I'd done half of that crap that the sheriff did, my butt had been in jail a long time ago. The way my bad luck runs, I get caught, you know. But why would a sheriff do something like it, steal from your citizens of Clark County, Indiana? There's going to be more people get arrested. That's a fact. I can't tell you my sources either. Will they get me? I don't give a hoot. And, I tell you something, we got 92 counties here in Indiana. We used to have a sheriff. He was the chief of police of Jeffersonville, Buddy Parker. His wife passed away, and I don't know if Buddy's still alive or not. This came straight from him because, he was a good sheriff for Clark County, 2 terms. I wish he could have kept on running because he was a good sheriff. He didn't treat the inmates like dirt. He didn't steal from the taxpayers like Jamie Noel did. Okay, Buddy Parker told me he had to buy some property, build my house. The sheriffs in 92 counties in Indiana, they get a salary. Also, people, you might not know this, that They get so much money when they serve protective orders or eviction notice, eviction, uh, foreclosure. They make, well, now it's probably up to $2 million. I'm going back probably 20 years ago, maybe. And why would you want to steal? You know, that's weird. I come back to it because I'm on a thing about abused women. And ladies, it's not your fault. If you cheat on your husband, it's still not your fault. Maybe he ain't doing his homework. Yeah, ain't that funny? So I done some touch up. I should have painted with the black with the in it. So I done a little bit more, but the other black paint is kind of glossy. It makes it kind of shiny. So I'll probably do some more tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. It takes a lot out of me, people. When you got arthritis on top of your heart problems, your high blood pressure, your sugar problems, this and that, it gets to you. And some of you people are afraid to start a YouTube channel. You know, uh, I gave you some ideas. People say, why do you want to do something like that? Ladies, growing up as a kid, you had a dowry. The men and women out there, do a video on your family history, your medical problems. Plus, that way your children or grandkids, great grandkids can go back and look about mother and father medical history. If you got diabetes or this or that, heart problems, high blood pressure, your grandkids needs to know that, or your children if they're young. You can always tell them in your video that you love them if they're not born yet. Anything can happen. Say your spouse is going to have a baby. You should do a video. Tell them how much you love them. Uh, Tell them about your medical conditions. Because if you might not be there, that goes for the mother. You know, do videos. That's only my opinion, but your children has a right to know. You ladies that gives you babies up for adoption. I would add some of your medical problems. You don't have to have your name, just your medical history, because I'm adopted. I don't know my medical history. I don't know where I get my diabetes from. I know where I get my heart attacks come from. It's on my real father's side. Because I have outlived everybody on my dad's side of the family. Aunts and uncles and brothers and stuff like that. I'm 70 plus years old. So I have outlived everybody on my dad's side of the family. Brothers, sisters, uncles, I outlived. They died between 60 and 65 of a heart attack, stroke. So I live. God got something special for me. I don't know who's in the chat, but welcome, my friend. I'm on YouTube thing instead of StreamYard. And you all can check out StreamYard on your search engine. It take you step by step to set it up. And you get the free version. You get about 20 free hours a month. I remember seeing it when I checked it out. So, I forgot about it. There's one thing I don't like about StreamYard. Especially people, if you like me, when you go invite people, you got to go up there and highlight this and that. For somebody that don't know how to paste and copy, I know triumphs beware. I got written down on paper. It's going to take me a while to figure it out, but why can't StreamYard, put another button on it? Say if you was in the comments, you go over and click the comments or this other button and click on the person in the comments who you want to video chat with. To me, that's easier instead of pasting and copying. Especially when you get my age, you don't know how to do crap. I know he helped me out quite a bit. I've been playing with it. And it's to me it's too complicated. But I don't give up at my old age. You can teach an old dog new tricks, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. I got a question for you people. It seems I'm not the only one having this problem today. I got an iPhone, the iPhone SE Series 3. Maybe it's doing it on Android phone. It gets hot, even when you don't plug it in. You set it up there in your dash mount, it gets hot. Then I took the plastic cover off of it. If you drop it, it won't damage. It still does it. So, is that something that's bad in the cell phone? Is it a fire hazard? I know I'm not the only one because I was watching the video. He was streaming live. His cell phone was getting hot. Maybe I have to move it down close to the air condition. I got to experiment with it. I'm open to suggestions, people that knows crap like that. I sure don't. You know, it sit there. It'll bug me till I figure it out. But I love live stream when I'm in the vehicle. Especially if you get in a car wreck or there's a car wreck happening in front of that's a question I need for you all to help me figure out because I know there's people on here that works on cell phones. I watched the DUI guy tonight, 2 hours, and he had for public safety and Tiffany, you know, and you know, you have to watch the replay from it. And I'm waiting. Chris said, for public safety, said he gonna send the DUI guy the paperwork that he has where they spelled his name wrong. But the paperwork that DUI guy he brought up, you know, you don't have to be a lawyer to go on those websites. They had his name spelled right. And but the paperwork Chris has, they got his name spelt wrong. You know, why did they change it? And they also sealed some records. You know, there's a question. But who is this other guy that posted $1,000 bond back there in 98, 99? Why haven't they gave him the third tape that shows he was in jail? There's something fishy there. Not on Chris, they do cover up stuff like that. If you remember those ladies that got abused in Clark County Jail in Jeffersonville, Indiana, years ago, by this jailer said he sold the key and all of this. And the key is hanging up on the wall. An inmate got out because they never do shut the door, when they go into a pod. And came out and took the key themselves, but he was charged. Inmate was charged with theft of the key, and he's supposed to went to trial so many times that they keep putting it off. Maybe they wait for the statute of limitations because they screwed up. He lost his job, you know, stayed in jail maybe a few hours. They screwed his life up by lying. But look who the sheriff was, Jamie Noel, the ex-sheriff of Clark County. But I'm pushing to stop the abuse of ladies getting abused by their mate. But there's men out there that gets abused by ladies, but they don't report it because they're men. They think they're tough. Men, it's still all right for you to report it. There is men that getting abused, but women been getting abused for years and years and years. It's not your fault. There is people out there to help you. It's hard when you got kids. Like I say, I know this lady. I'm not going to say who she is, what she looks like, what she drives Only thing I know, she lives in Scott County, Indiana. So Scott County covers Lexington, Indiana. It covers Scottsburg. It covers Austin. It covers Blotcher and a little bit of Underwood. Now, you get there at the county line road, right there on 31. If you go north, you're in Scott County, but part of Scott County is in Underwood. So I don't know where this lady, except she lives in Scott County. I asked her, why can't you leave? Said, my husband threatened to kill me and my kids. There's probably a record of it somewhere in Scott County, either Austin PD or Scottsburg PD or Scott County Sheriff's Department. You know, I worry about this woman. I say she's probably in her 30s. I'm guessing. You know, your kids not to need to see that abuse because they're going to think when they get married that that's what how they supposed to treat a woman or a guy. So we need to break the chain. Let's stop that abuse. Ladies, it's not your fault. So, that's something to think about. It's not your fault. I know I got men watching. You all can go to church or you can get help for your abuse problems. Because, even you pray to God, God will help you out. He might tell you when you're sleeping. Because people, when you sleep, you have dreams. That's something to think about. That makes me mad. People, if you hear it, you see it, you call. If you can do it, you got a cell phone, videotape it for evidence. People, check with your daughters or check with your sisters. Their attitude changed a little bit. They might be down in the dumps. I know they use excuses, oh, they run in a doorknob or they fall down the steps. That's a sign of abuse. So check with your family. Check with your daughters, your sisters, no matter where you live. People say don't get involved. That's what the problem is. People don't get involved. If you see a child getting abused, videotape it where you can have it for the police. You know, if my dad and mom was alive today, they would have been arrested for abuse. Going out, picking up, cleaning up the yard, or working in the garden, or cutting grass, or make you go to your bedroom. Don't come out unless you have to go to the bathroom, or time to eat, or put your clothes away. Learn how to wash dishes. To me, that's not child abuse. Nowadays, kids got cell phones or laptops or tablets. You can take that away. to punish them. They might call the cops. Well, when they're young, they're not working. You pay for it. It's your phone or your tablet or your laptop. You're paying for the internet. You can do that. That's not child abuse. But, you know, today, if my father, like I said, if my father and mother was around, they'd be in jail. There's no doubt about it. I got weapons from a limb off an apple tree. When your dad or mom tells you to go out and get a switch, it better not be a small one. You know, or they make you wash the dishes. But today, that's what's wrong with our children. They don't have respect for the law. They don't know right from wrong. Sometimes you have to spank them. Don't wait until they're 13 or 14 years old. You teach them when they're young, but don't really beat the heck out of them. Huh. Something's going on in Scott County. So, that's something. But like I say, women, there is people out there that will help you. Maybe sometimes you deserve it if you cheat on your mate. But that is no reason to get the hell beat out of you. Sorry, people. But if he was doing your homework, you wouldn't go out and find it someplace else. So, people, when two people fall in love, you're honest with each other. Everything's supposed to be 50-50. You can compromise. I know I should have took advice years ago. But you get older, you find out your mistakes. I wish I could go back in time. I had some pretty good looking women that I was married to. Sometimes I wish I was still married to them. Some of them is still cute now like they was when I married them. So, would I take any ex-wives back? Maybe. It's a 50-50 chance. It could go either way. If they cheated on me, would I take them back? Like I say, it's 50-50. You know, that's something I really have to think about. You know, it's just something to think about. I know one of my kids said, Dad, if you date a girl, make sure she's older than me. Said, don't want no stepmom younger than me. Well, as long as I'm happy, if she's 20 or 30 years old, as long as I'm happy, what you know, you all got in common. I don't eat that much. Cause I got diabetes. I gotta watch what I eat. I take Ozempic. It's a shot you take once a week. And I got a funny taste in my mouth. Nothing I eat tastes right. When I went out and transferred some money here and there and one into another account, this and that, went to Walmart, bought me another gallon of paint, black paint. You know, my bedroom's walls is kind of black. Okay, ladies, I want a lady's opinion. I got a short hallway, maybe 4 to 6 feet long. What color would you want me to paint that? The hallway. Okay, my bathroom. What color would say if you was living here? What color would you want to paint the bathroom? I was thinking kind of yellow or red or blue, something like that. The living room, I was thinking maybe sky blue or, you know, what kind of colors would your ladies suggest? That's something, I would like to know, ladies. If this was your house, what color would you paint, your hallway? Like I said, the hallway is probably about 6 foot long. It could be less, it could be more. And the bathroom, what color would you like to paint the bathroom? And what color would you want to paint your living room? Since I don't have the money, I would love to have carpet in the bedrooms and the hallway. I would love to do that. And when I was living at mom and dad's house, they had tile bathroom on the walls, and I think above it, I think it had maybe wallpaper. One of my kids will let me know. And I think the tile was green. It had blacks probably about an inch, going across and some more green, something like that. I believe it had tile bathtub. You didn't have this plastic bathtub. If I had the upstairs in this house, the only way they didn't have upstairs if I hit the lotto. I would have a bathroom upstairs. It'd be a big bathroom. I would have one of them walk-in tubs where you shut the door and they have all those heat and stuff and jets in it. You can get to the shower attachment. Boy, that would help my back out. You know, that would be nice. But I got so many bills. If some of you on here is new, I live on a budget. I make between $800 and $900 a month. You know what your bills are. You know what your bills are going to be, what, first of the month, something like it. Your water and sewage bill, your electric bill, your gas bill, LP tank fill up. You know what you homeowner's insurance going to be, how much your house payment's going to be, or your rent payment, your car payment or your vehicle, your insurance, your cell phone bill, and your internet service. You know what your bill is going to be. You have to live on that budget. You know, I love people. I would love to go to the sports zone every weekend, but I can't afford to go every weekend. That's not in my budget. You know, if if God wants me to hit the lotto, I would do some work, really do some work. This house I have upstairs. I would have to buy me a motor home to live in while they fixing the house up the way I want it. I would buy the property to the west of me. I'd buy the property in the back 40. But just stuff that I would do. So that's my updates for the day, people. They had search warrants for ex-sheriff Jamie Noel's house on those fancy suits that he used fire department money, the, the ambulance service, New Chapel money. You saw them carrying it out of his house. But to see what happened, you can go to public safety and you see it on his channel where he come live with it. But it's going to be a short video because I am tired. I've done a whole lot of running, done some painting. It just wore me out. Got a haircut today. I like keep my hair short. I haven't been to a barber shop in probably 15, 20 years. I just go to like a family dollar store, the general dollar store, a Walmart, places like that, and get me some clippers. You know, I don't know. I guess to just get a trim around your ears like that one's about $15, $20 now. That's not in my budget. So I guess I go in there and take my medicine. The kitty cats is all sleeping. So, like I say, ladies, don't give up. You didn't do nothing wrong. It's not your fault. When you got a control freak says you can't do this or have friends, you can always find friends, no matter where you at. The cops ain't that stupid. I don't think they are. You got some as dumb as a donkey. They don't believe you ran into a doorknob. They don't believe you fell down the steps. They know all the signs. At least some police departments. if they take domestic battery courses, I guess they offer something like that at a police academy or somewhere. So, people, if you hear it, you see it, report it. Check with your daughter's mother and father, brothers, check with your sisters. You know if they're acting funny, their attitude change about life. Man, I had the windows open the past couple of days. I thought I got rid of my flies. I got take this fly trap down. It's full. I just put another one up today. It's catching flies like crazy. Got all my kitty cats fed, inside and out. I like Mama Blackie. I fed 'em some canned food tonight. They usually get that once a week. But Mama Blackie missed out on it the other night, but she made up for it. I spoil my kitty cats just like you fathers and mother. You spoil your kids. Well, these is my children. They give me unconditional love. Like Kathy, the yellow female cat. If I pet her, if I stopped, she'd take her paw and hit my arm. Sometimes she got her claws out. Kitty cat claws is like razor blades. So it's supposed to be warm tomorrow. So you all have a great night. And I keep saying, women, it's not your fault. But even if you cheat on your husband, it don't give him the right to knock the crap out of you. But he just ain't doing his homework. If you want to play around, do it before you get a boyfriend. Play around, but make sure they wear their raincoats. You know, you don't know what kind of diseases that some of the men have. So there is people out there that help you. If you go to church, you can talk to your preacher if he's not with you. You can do that. There's people out there to help you. Because you need to break that cycle up. If you got kids, they'll see it. That shoe fly, don't bugger me. Shoe fly, don't bugger me. Go away, flies. But when I was growing up as a kid, that just reminded me. When I slept upstairs, I sat there and watched the old black and white TV with a little box up there on top of the TV. Get channel 32 and 41 and your PBS, which is 15 and 68. That's what it is in my area. When I turned the light on, up where the light is in the ceiling had a little hole. As soon as I turned that light on, that fly come out and land on the tip of my nose. And He's more like a pet fly. I think I call him Herman. I said, "Come on, Herman." He'd come out of that hole and land on my nose. I forget what flies used to eat. I used to feed that fly. It got to be a fat fly, but I also slept with my windows open. I live upstairs, and I slept with the windows on both ends of the house. I have the sheet and maybe 2 blankets on the bed, even if it's 20 degrees outside. I slept like a baby. Dad'd come and wake me up. He opened the door to go, said, "Tom, wake up. It's time to get up and go to school." And Dad would said, "Shut the blank windows." We had a vent in the floor, but back in the 40s, wasn't quite that smart on putting vents upstairs. It had one vent, but it still wasn't that warm up there. It was about probably 68, 70 up there. Even with the air conditioner on, it wasn't that bad. I also had a window air conditioner if you really love cold air. Had central air, but if you want it colder, you had to have a window air conditioner upstairs. So, or was it peace, aloha, adios. But put your faith in God, people. So I want to say good night, sweet dreams. I can't say don't let the big bugs bite, but when that old saying around, there is no bed bugs, so I can't say that no more. And you all behave yourself. You have sweet dreams. Pray to God before you go to bed. Also, you all can start a YouTube channel. Okay. Good night. Have sweet dreams.